Yo, what's good, YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. And today, we're not checking out a song, we're not checking out a track, we're checking out a documentary about Sweden's deadly gang war. And it's done by Sky News. So without further ado, let's get it!
Sweden has a problem.
Man says Sweden has a problem. No shit, Sherlock. Man see a man pumping up Wapalinos up in the hallway, stairwell, yeah? And then I'm seeing some explosions. Yo, that's a big problem. You know what I mean? That's a big problem.
Gangs with guns have unleashed terror on the streets.
For that gun, man.
So how do you stop them and bring back the peace?
In Sweden,
What?
police have seized a lethal stash.
These are some of the weapons that you've confiscated.
Yes.
This is just a small sample of the deadly arsenal.
Man said silencer. Man said silencer on the weapon. What's going on? You know, these are military grade. Some of these are military grade weapons, you know. Military grade weapons. Caught on the street. Sure.
Taken off the streets.
We have automatic weapons, we have semi-automatic weapons, we have 3D weapons, printed.
3D printed weapons. Do you know what I mean? 3D printed weapons. What is going on? Nah, sorry, this is mad. Sorry, this is mad.
Weapons from former wars are among those used by gangs in their urban battle. A battle where children become killers.
Some of these weapons are pretty serious. This has got a silencer on it. How young could someone be who's using this in a gang?
We're talking about very, very young people who could be 13, 14, 15 years old. During September and October month, all
13, 14, 15, 16 years old. That's mad. Sorry, that is crazy.
almost every day in some district or some sector, we had shootouts, injured people, killed people, and during that period also, exactly like in war.
And Sweden's child foot soldiers are not only armed with guns.
So my guy's basically saying, yo, people were getting unalived, injured, attacked every week. Every week. That is mental. That is absolutely mental, man. Yo.
Explosives use has rocketed as gangs target rivals. Violence began spiralling in 2022, giving Sweden the highest gun murder rate in the EU. More than 360 gang-related shootings were recorded in 2023, 53 of them fatal.
Wait, man's running up in a gym. Man's running up in a gym. Waving his Wapalino. Like, yo, I'm coming for you, man. Don't care where you are in the gym, anything. I'm coming for you. That's mad, you know. And the highest gun murder rate in the whole of the EU since 2022. Well, that's like 4 years ago. 4 years ago. Crazy.
And recruiting a hitman can be as easy as posting an online ad.
This is an example of a chat with gangs, an advert really, a job
Yes,
advert. So what
yes.
does it say?
Killings, one rabbit, 100,000 euros. That means 1 million Swedish crowns. There are 3 different persons. You will get information about them and you have to put them out, all 3 of them.
So anyone of any age could say, I'll do that for £1 million and then have to go and shoot someone.
Yes.
To find out what's feeding the gangs,
Man said £1 million. Literally just £1 million just to, you know what I mean? Unalive someone. And it's young G's doing that. So obviously if you're in poverty, you're broke, you ain't got nothing to do, you know what I mean? Of course, you can make that quick little bit of money. 1 person, 2 people, 3 people. You're laughing. Oh my days, I was not expecting this. You know, you know what? I listen to the drill stuff and obviously you understand that you know, they're living that lifestyle. But you also think sometimes, oh, they may be exaggerating. They may be, you know what I mean, massaging the words a little bit to make them sound like even better. But from this boy, it's lawless out there. It's lawless out there. That's what I'm going to say. You man up in Sweden, please keep yourself safe, innit? Because this is no bloody joke, mate. I'm telling you.
We've come to Gottsunda, a neighbourhood where crime and poverty are high. On the corner of high-rise flats, police hang their cameras, keeping watch over an area they say is a hotspot for gangsters. And it doesn't take long to find one.
You could say I've done almost everything, from weapons offences to drugs crime.
What sort of violence have you seen being part of a gang?
I've seen people getting shot, I've seen people die, people getting hurt, mothers crying in despair. I've seen almost everything, but there's nothing you can do about it.
A child of migrant parents, by age 9, Adam was already moving drugs for gangs. He's been jailed 5 times. His name and voice have been changed.
Man's been moving drugs for a gang since age 9. 9! What the bomber? That's crazy. That is mental.
How do they recruit people?
In many different ways. For example, in schools or preschools, out on the street, the people who want to make money are often children. Before, if you were going to kill someone, you got 1 million kroner, around 75 grand. But now the prices are so low that everyone kills. So now it's 100,000 kroner for one person.
Have you ever hurt people for money?
I've done some of those things, yeah.
This is an example of how deadly gang life can be. Here gangsters chase down their rivals, shooting numerous bullets into the car. This time, the victims survived. But Adam knows drug turf wars and jealousy can turn friends into enemies.
Has anyone ever come for you?
Hold on a minute. That little section there, man's broad daylight. Broad daylight! Yeah? We understand that all the drillings and everything else happens at night time mostly, yeah? When everyone's asleep, yeah? The majority of the time. That's where we believe that most of that stuff happens, yeah? Late at night. But these men are rolling up. It looks like a motorway, dual carriageway, whatever you want to know. It's a main road for somewhere anyway. Rolling up, yeah? And just doing a drive-by like that. Broad day. And the police want to put cameras up there. They clearly don't care about cameras. What? Oh my days, this is crazy.
Yes, last time was 1 week ago.
1 week ago?
Yeah. They came to my gate, but the boys were there and caught them.
They were going to shoot you?
Yeah, but they didn't succeed. I know who's behind it, but they're done. They're not here anymore.
While gang violence used to be contained to hotspots, it's now bubbling over. In autumn, the government triggered emergency measures including military support for the police. But with more than...
That has been blown to smithereens. You know what I mean? Dynamite, gone. Dynamite, done it, dance. Hey, that's mad.
60,000 people thought to be connected to organised crime, the violence can break out without warning. As we soon found out.
So we've just got reports that an explosion has happened, so we're going to head to the north of Stockholm and find out what's going on.
Someone left explosives outside this block of apartments just before midnight. Residents were woken by a blast they said sounded like an earthquake.
Wow.
That's the neighbor's windows.
Wow. So that's all been blown in?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. And the floor above as well.
Yeah, and there. And one of my friends and their family lives there.
Wow. So that must have been deafening when it went off for you, because you're just next door.
Yeah, like...
So close to where you live.
Close.
Charlotte and her children were asleep in the neighbouring flat when it's thought gangs brought a bomb to the door.
My son is at his friend's house right now.
Is he affected? I mean, is he scared?
Yeah, he's scared.
What's he doing?
He told me it's gonna take a while before I will sleep in my room again.
Neighbours come out to discuss the damage. Amazingly, no one was hurt.
The dog is put out.
Yeah, so this is a temporary...
Yeah.
I didn't see this back there, but I can see them now.
Gangs have left people feeling afraid to go out. and
That's
unsafe
crazy.
staying in.
This is where the bomb.
Do you know what though? I have to say, yeah, going back to what 23 was saying the other day, basically saying like, yo, these men ain't built the same. Do you know what I mean? Where's the code gone? Where's all that stuff? And I'm not saying he's following that code, yeah? Because obviously, if you're playing against people, you can't be following a different code from what they're following, okay? But I'm saying the code back in the day, families left alone. You only deal with the people that you have problems with. Do you know what I mean? Women, children were out of it. Now, man's put in explosives by a communal door. You know what I mean? That's crazy. If you're in the mafia and you were to kill someone that shouldn't have been unalived, yeah, you'll be getting down as well. Because it's bad for business. You know what I mean? You're going against the family code. Hey, this stuff is deep, mate. Honestly, deep.
Bombs come in, blown that off, cracked all this, all along there, the ceiling's coming down, that door's showing pock marks of all the impact, the tile's gone, and even up to the higher levels the damage is felt.
While gang violence is spreading,
You know, this is crazy. This is like a real life war zone. Like I said it, I'm going to say it again. This is a war zone in Stockholm. I don't know if it's improved now, but I doubt it. Yeah. But people, hitters being 15, 16, sometimes 14, 13. Crazy. Do you know what I mean? Was it October, November time? People were just unaliving every week or getting injured every week due to guns and that. 2022, the highest gun rate, murder rate, or whatever it was Stockholm. Crazy. Do you know what I mean? So, hey, as I said to you before, you Swedish guys out there, keep yourself safe, innit? We don't want no problems out here because this is mental. But yeah, shout out to you guys for recommending this. I appreciate it. Let me know what you guys think about it. Let me know. Has it improved? Is it still mad or is it starting to slow down a little bit? But let me know in the comments and I'll catch you in the next video. Please remember, like, comment, subscribe. Peace.